Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison with the older Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista and the newer Mr. Coffee one-touch coffee house espresso and cappuccino machine. So these things have a lot in common. This one was released in 2018, 2012. This one you can find for about between $180 and $200. The newer one, it's on sale right now for $235, but it can cost as much as about $350. So between $350, $230. I did find this one on Amazon open box used for $170, and it's a really nice machine. So the model number on the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista is BVMC ECMP 1000. And again, the model number on the newer one is BVMC-EM6701SS. So I've got detailed videos on both of these machines on how to make cappuccinos, espressos, and lattes at home. I won't be going into great detail on how I'm doing the drinks, so check out those videos. But they sold a lot of these cafe baristas. This has been a very, very popular one. And then they came out with this one. They improved some things. Is it worth the upgrade? Well, I'm not quite sure. They did improve some things though. These things will fix pretty much the exact same drinks. So right off the bat, the old one is a 15 bar pump with 2 thermocouples inside. The new one is a 19 bar pump with 3 thermocouples on the inside. To be honest with you, I've not noticed a difference in taste of the drinks. And again, the espresso that comes out of here, I don't drink just plain espresso. I have the lattes and the cappuccinos. And by the time the espresso gets mixed with the milk, I honestly don't taste the difference. So style-wise, this one takes up a little bit less room. It's just a little bit taller, not much. This one is starting to look a little aged, but it does come in I've seen about 3 or 4 different colors, which can be pretty cool looking. This one's got kind of like blue lights. Let's just look around back. The water tank is a big difference. This one's got a big water tank on the back. This one's got a smaller, well, it's not actually smaller, but it's a big tank on the side. They both have a power switch. This one is lit. This one is not lit. They both are the same wattage, 1040 watts. Okay, so let's look at the portafilters. This is the newer one. It's a little more upgraded, but the filter inside, the 2-shot, double-shot filter is exactly the same as this one. So the portafilters are a little bit different. They're not interchangeable, but surprisingly, these are interchangeable between the two. But you can't put this one over here and this one over there. There's just enough differences in them, but they look really similar. Handles are different. On the older one, they've got this little thing here that holds. I actually found that I like that. So when you need to beat the espresso out, that holds the puck in, or holds the filter in. But other than that, they look very, very similar. So this one might be, this is longer. Not sure why. These are identical. This is the tamper and the scoop all in one. And then the single shots are exactly the same. I've taken them apart. They're exactly the same on the inside. Okay, so let's look at the control panel. Pretty much the same. You're going to see one extra button, which is this clean button over here. But they are very, very similar. You've got espresso, single shot, double shot. Same with here. The wording's down below instead. But you got single shot, double shot, all automatic, latte, small, big, cappuccino. Same with over here. These lights light up accordingly. You also have the manual, where if I press this button, I can start and stop the espresso as I want. And same with the froth. This is a manual button. I press this button, and I can start and stop it separately. Over here, I didn't know about this one for a while, but it went to sleep on me. But you have to hold, see how the buttons over here say custom? You have to hold this button in order to get manual espresso. And same with this, you have to hold that button to get manual froth and then hit it again. And to clean the water out, to clean steam out the milk tube, you got to hold that button down. So these buttons serve dual functions. Over here, they give you extra buttons. They give you a manual button, a froth button for manual, and then these are the automatic modes. And then that's the clean button. You press that when this is in the clean. So again, this is pretty similar. You move this to clean, you move that to clean, and then when you press the clean button and hold that button, it's going to shoot hot steam out each one of those tubes. So they did give you a clean, so this is a light also. So if this light starts flashing at you, it's set on 200 cycles or 200 brews. So after 200 brews of anything, it's going to light that light to tell you got to descale it. And it has a descaling mode inside. I've got a separate video on that. This machine does not have that. There's no clean light. It doesn't let you know when it needs descaled. You just got to kind of descale about I was doing mine about every year. Let's look up underneath. There's where the hot water is going to come out. There's where the hot water is going to come out. Okay, so let's look at drip trays. So this, they really changed quite a bit. This is a pretty nice drip tray. It does catch a lot. This is kind of a different design. And then you've got this. This thing pokes up when this thing fills up. You'll see a little red dot through there. It does have a little part that goes back into the machine. I find that I don't get a bunch of water out of the machine. But this serves as dual purpose. So it either goes here or you can lift it up here when you want to go closer to it. Here it's got this nifty little thing that slides out so that you can put your cup up closer for the espresso. And same with, so this you got to move this, which isn't that big a deal. This one's definitely a lot easier. But this one definitely has a more modern feel to it. So both of them, you put the portafilter in exactly the same way, like that. They both feel almost identical. So one area I was hoping they would have improved was the distance, because I find I would like to put a bigger cup, but they're both exactly the same. Even though it has the appearance that this one, 4 3/4. Man, this one might be 5. It might be a 1/4 inch taller over here. Okay, so let's get to the milk frothing. This is going to be a major difference just in appearance and quantity. So this one just pulls out from the front. You just simply grab it and pull. This one comes from the side. It's got a little lever now. You got to lift that lever up while you're pulling this out. And this slides from the side. There's like a little tray that has to slide in right there. So there's quite a bit of difference here, but this one holds more, and that's where one of the major improvements was, but that's all it holds. So I made a line. If this one was full, I dumped it into here and it came up to here. So they added this much more milk, which is nice, but it's definitely taller. And they've redesigned this, but it's still same function. Just kind of gave it a big grip, which it needed to be. This one did have like a little wheel, a little hard to grip, but not too bad. Same with this. So let's put the milk on. Again, both of these can be taken off and put in the refrigerator, which is really nice. So with that extra milk, this one does say it will do. This one will do 6 cappuccinos and 3 lattes. The older one will do 4 cappuccinos and 2 lattes. I don't see that to be that big of a deal. So the water tank, this one looks a lot smaller, but it's only that much, only holds that much less. I drew a line. That's how much that tank holds. So this one does hold just a little bit more water, but not much. So today I'll be doing an espresso shot, and then I'll be doing a cappuccino. So they both hold the exact same amount of espresso. Make sure you've got a really fine grind. And again, they both have the exact same tamper. And just tamp it down. And then you're going to wipe off the excess around. Okay, so I've got both portafilters in. I've got my little espresso cup. I forgot to say, so this one does get a little bit warmer on top. And this one, they both will preheat your mugs or your espresso cups. Let's just do a temperature check. I don't get that. This one feels warmer than this one, but this one says it's warmer. I don't get that. But this one's definitely warmer. They both shut off automatically after about 5 minutes of not being used. And again, when these lights are pulsing, that means the heating elements are heating up. And again with these, when these are all three kind of pulsing, that means the heating elements are heating up. And then when they go steady, that means it's ready. Okay, so let's do a double shot. You know, I've ran into this before. This one makes a little bit more. I'm not sure why. So the espressos kind of look the same, but then they kind of look a little different. Just do a quick temperature check. 167. 175. Huh. Yeah, I never saw one. This one's hotter over here. Huh. Yeah, 173 and 165. So here we have the espresso double shot. Yeah, so they both are supposed to brew 1.25 and 2.5, or 2.5 for the double shot. But I do tend to get a little bit of overflow on this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the portafilters. There's the espresso shot. This one I probably should have put a little more coffee grinds in. So there's both the espresso pucks that came out. Yeah, I definitely didn't fill that one up quite as much. Got in a hurry. Okay, so I've got everything. I've got the espresso back in, the portafilters back in. Let's do a latte. Let's do a cappuccino. I'm not going to do a latte. So let's do a double cappuccino. About 160. About 144. So this one produces hotter milk. This one produces hotter espresso. You know, if I had to rate one, when the pump's just working, this one might be a little louder, but this one's not too far behind it. But the milk side, they're both pretty loud. But you know, it sounds fun when you're at home. Feels like you're a real barista. So the drinks look a little different. Some of that might be, this milk might be a little bit warmer than this milk. So you can add your syrups. You can add some white chocolate mocha, some Hershey syrup. These are very good drinks, or you can drink them like that. Let's just do one last temperature checks. About 160, about 165, 167. Huh. It's funny. This one seems to produce just a little bit hotter of a drink. But this one produced a little bit hotter milk. But this one produced a little bit hotter espresso. So both of these are great machines. I'll put links to them in my show description notes. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the links, the products don't cost you anymore. But I do get a little bit of money when you do click on it. I do buy all my own products with my own money, so this helps defer some of the cost. I'll put a link to these mugs, this glass mug and these little espresso cups. I really like them. Again, check out my detailed videos on each one of them. I also make several drinks with this one. So if you see a video where I make a bunch of I make a Starbucks salted caramel mocha, a white chocolate mocha, pumpkin spice latte. If you see a drink with this, you can make the exact same drink with this. Just follow the same steps that I do on this. I also bought this Mr. Coffee burr grinder. I'm going to be grinding my own espresso. Right now I've been buying this Cafe Bastilio. It's a really nice, you can buy it at Walmart for about $3 or $4. It's already ground at the espresso. It's ground really fine. That's very important, is the grind of the coffee. It has to be a dark roast, like a dark French roast. And then I'm going to show you how to descale. I got a descale video on this one also, but on this one I'm going to show you how to put it into descale mode. And in that video I show you how to take apart the portafilter, because it does get kind of nasty down inside that portafilter. So thanks everybody for your support. If you could, please like and subscribe.